Hello, my name is Morgan Young, and this is my week 4 video discussion. The WBS work breakdown schedule. The role of the project manager is to control the project to the management plan and to meet all the business baselines. The WBS work breakdown schedule is integral to the entire project because it shows all the work that's required to complete the project deliverables. WBS does this by decomposing the project scope, improves the estimates, and reduces any surprises that might appear as the project goes along. Control execution. It provides an accurate way to verify all the project deliverables have been met and toward the completion, and also it can be used again on future projects. The project manager creates a WBS with input not only from himself or herself, but also from team members and stakeholders. And by doing so, by having multiple people with inputs, it also provides across all the different teams better understanding of what is required, the work that needs to be done, and it provides that visual representation of also to make those project deliverables. The WBS changes. When there's a change that needs to be be brought up to the project manager, it needs to go through the change process. And some of the things the project manager needs to look at is and discuss with stakeholders, or to review what scope part is changing, make a determination to approve or deny based on the impact of that scope change. How's that going to affect the schedule? Are we going to go over budget? Is there room for more money to increase the budget? So any changes in one specific area can have a domino effect in other areas. So those are all things that need to be looked at. And this also includes looking at the risk allocation that's already been assigned to the project. Are you going to pull somebody off one particular object that needs to be accomplished to move them to another to incorporate this new scope change? And also risk management. Are you at risk of the project going over, not only over budget, but past the time that's allotted to complete the project? So those are all things that need to have careful consideration that's required, no matter how big or small that it appears the change is going to be. Some of the key components of the WBS are at the top. The top layer would be, these are the deliverables that need to go out. And an example I found was building a house. You have your foundation of the house, that would be one part. The interior is another part, and the exterior. And inside of each of those, you go down to your next layer and you break out those work components, what's going to be required to complete those tasks. And then our bottom layers are going to be the work packages, so we can assign individuals or teams to accomplish those assignments. So the highest level tasks are going to be the deliverables of the project. The other layers are in the WBS are going to help break those down, like as I said, so they can be worked by a team or individual. The importance of having a good WBS, whether or not a past project was successful or not, you can still use a WBS to learn if there was a failure or success. You can use that to your current project or a future project to tailor it when you have a workable WBS that worked. That way you're not recreating the wheel. You already have the wheel, you're just using it to chip off and refine the edges and make it maybe a little more round for that project. All right, and thank you.